gotta make sure the wheels don't squeak. Okay, it's a no-no. The wheels squeak, you change that cart because we ain't squeaking.
No, I'll be sitting there with
the entire trip.
I'll be sitting there with the wheel just fucking.
Oh no, I will change the cart 3-4 times. You gotta pick the right cart. If you don't pick the right cart, it's gonna be a bad, shopping trip. All right. We need lemon.
Mmm, classy.
Well, I use that every morning with my apple cider. So, always gotta make sure you have some lemons. You could go with like the pre-packaged lemon juice, but if you actually, if I see one, I'll show you guys. People think that is just lemon juice. It's not. You look at all the ingredients in the label, and you will see a bunch of other stuff. So if you look at it and it doesn't just say lemon, it's not just lemon. It's other stuff in there. So make sure you always read your labels, and you make sure that if you're looking for just lemon, on the bottom where it says the ingredients, it says just that. If it says other stuff, if there's names on there that you don't even know how to pronounce, it's probably a high school chemistry project. It's not lemon, okay?
Well, I'll just learn something new today because I'll be buying that shit all the time.
Yeah, I'll show you. If I find one, I'll show you. So like, you gotta make sure, like, how they have like, people just look at the ingredients or the amount of carbs or the amount of fats on there, right? But they will never look down and actually read the entire ingredient list. And then let's say like pineapple, right? I will tell my clients, get fresh pineapple, and they're like, why? The one in the syrup lasts longer, the ones that they have pre-cut over there.
Yeah.
Or in the water. And I say, it's just pineapple. And I say, yeah, but look down on the bottom where it says, additional ingredients. There's so many things on there you can't even pronounce. It's like Labz, like if it has that stuff in it, it's not just pineapple, okay? And there will be some sort of effect that it will have on your body. So if you can, always go with the fresh stuff. Why? Because it's just pineapple, or it's just an apple. It's not an apple with 17 other chemicals to make it look fresh and make it look nice. So make sure you read all of the ingredients before you make that decision. All right, next we got spinach.
Does Pitt program you guys to have that in there, or is that just you and Isaac do that? Just happen to both chop spinach.
Spinach is like it's a staple. Honestly, right now I'm not eating much of it. I just eat a little bit for digestion because my food uptake went way up since I just came out of prep. But my wife is starting prep, so she's gonna be eating a lot of it. So I'm grabbing spinach as well for her. Spinach is great for digestion. It's a good fiber source. Ideally, in your diet, you want to have as many different fiber sources as possible. As your gut likes different fiber sources. Certain gut flora feeds off of different fiber sources. So make sure you have variety: fruits, vegetables, not just green powders and supplements. The more variety of fiber sources you have in your diet, the better off you will be, okay? So, spinach, okay? Spinach is a great filler in your diets if you're hungry. I mean, the calorie content of spinach is so low that, you could really use this to volumize your food if you are hungry on your diet. So, if, let's say, if you have a cup and a half instead of a cup of spinach, is it going to be bad? No, you'll be just fine. But sometimes you just need that to fill your stomach, per se. Okay? Now check lime juice.
Oh, it's about to ruin my life right now.
See, look at this. Ingredients. Okay? It's supposedly lemon juice, right? Squeezed lemon. But then we have filtrated water, lemon juice concentrate, lemon essence. Okay? So they're adding stuff to make it smell better. Sodium. Look at that, you can't even read this. Metabesphylate as a preservative, and lemon oil. And this is supposedly just lemon. Squeeze your own lemon juice. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, you just ruined part of my life right there.
Right?
I say buy it every time I mix drinks. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy it.
I'm telling you, if we went through this whole grocery store, like, you would have me talking for 3, 4, 5 hours.
I'll come back to revisit this grocery thing.
Like, the more you ask me, the more I'll just keep going with it. This is the stuff I nerd out of. All right, so we got this. We got lemons. We got spinach. Okay. Let's see what else. We're gonna need some. Let's see if they have my microwavable potatoes, because they are a lot easier and quicker to make. Oh, there we go. So these potatoes, okay, I'm a big fan of them. So if you do have potato in your diet, okay, these little ones are actually microwavable. So they're pre-wrapped. You can pop them in the microwave in here for 5 minutes, and then boom, you have 2 fresh potatoes. So you don't have to make, you know, giant batch, peel it, boil it, and then, you know, have a meal ready. So if you're like me, where you like to make your prep as simple and as quick as possible, I utilize things like this. So these are great. They have some red potatoes, and they have sweet potatoes like that as well. So if you have any of those things in your diet, check these things out. You could just nuke them in the microwave, and nice and quick and easy carb source.
Oh yeah.
Let's grab some mushrooms. Okay, let's move. Oh, they're down there. Let's move them around.
Let's do a little lap for cardio.
Yeah. More steps for us.
Like you didn't do enough cardio this morning.
Yeah, we gotta save our legs for
leg day.
For leg day today. All right, next let's grab some sliced mushrooms. Okay. Honestly, with mushrooms, there's another one of those things. It's a good source of fiber as well. Honestly, I get these into my diet just because I like them. You know, they're low in calories. They have a lot of micronutrients that will help ensure, like if you're on a tough bodybuilder diet where you don't have a lot of different sources of vitamins and nutrients, this will be a good one to add in there. It is low calorie, and it's actually pretty yummy once you put it with your eggs or something like that. It will just volumize your food more to keep you fuller on your diet. So mushrooms. The cool thing is about all these grocery stores now that, like, even if you're on the run and let's say you're traveling, most of these places you can find stuff that's already pre-packaged, that's ready to go. So there's no reason why, you know, you have to make bad choices or grab fast food. So like always in the deli aisle, they usually have like grilled chicken. You know, they have vegetables that are pre-made, or you can even grab one of those microwavable potatoes when you're on the run. And you know, you're set on your meals. So make sure you guys utilize those things. Check out the deli sections in your local grocery stores. They have stuff that, you know, will probably fit your plan if you just make the right call, the right decisions. All right, next we're gonna grab some chicken thighs. All right, so these look good. So we're going with the raised cage-free, no antibiotics, natural chicken breast. When I pick my proteins, I just like to look for, you know, first of all, the color. Make sure it's nice, crisp in color. It's not too brown, and there's not a lot of blood spots or fat. So make sure you always take a look, pick the good ones. You know, the natural chicken breast, the organic chicken breast can get pretty expensive. So if you can afford those, great. If you can't, you could just go for the, you know, the regular chicken breast. If that's the worst thing that you're gonna do, you'll be just fine. Don't worry, you don't have to eat all organic. If the worst thing that you're gonna do is buy the regular chicken because, you know, of your money issues, you'll be totally fine. So don't be scared of those things. You don't have to be all organic, you know, free range, you know, or you know, any of the expensive fancy stuff all the time. So just make sure it looks good, not a lot of fat, not a lot of blood spots, and if it looks good, it's probably going to taste good. That's a good rule to follow when it comes to picking your chicken. All right, next we need some ground beef. All right, so I am looking now for some lean ground beef. Okay, my plan currently calls for like at least 96.4s. So it is very lean ground beef. You know, as far as ground beef, I like to go with grass-fed. Sometimes it's just hard to find it that lean. I know Laura's beef, if we find it somewhere in here, that's a great choice for lean ground beef. That's still low in fat content. Now, as far as picking your fat content, it all depends how the rest of your diet looks like. So, you know, there's 90-10, 85-15. So that's all going to depend, you know, how much fat content you want in that particular meal. I'm going low fat, higher carb. So that's why I'm looking for a lower fat content. I don't see any on here, so we're going to slide down, see if we can find an alternative for it. Oh, I think that's Laura's beef right there. Let's see, 92. Alright, so here's some 96.4 ground beef. Okay, it's not the, as you see, it's not the organic stuff, not the grass-fed stuff, but guess what? They don't have any of the other one, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat this one, we'll be just fine, alright? So like I mentioned before, don't stress over it too much. If you can, use the better stuff. If you can't, and this is the worst thing that's gonna happen, you'll be totally fine, okay? If you're fine with eating fast food once in a while, let me tell you, this is a lot better than the McDoubles that you're picking up, okay? We got egg whites, we got lemon, potatoes. Let's grab some, next let's grab some cream of rice.
Copy.
Good old bodybuilding staple, cream of rice, okay? Cream of rice is a great source of carbohydrate. It's pretty much rice that's ground up. You know, you can make in so many different ways. You can use them for breakfast. You can use them with your protein powder. You can eat them with chicken. You can eat them with steak. It all depends what you like. But this is a staple. I mean, it's in my diet all year long. So make sure you check out cream of rice. You can make a million things out of it. Great carbohydrate source. I have English muffins. Let's grab some easy peel bread. Alright, so the next thing we're picking up, another one of my staples, is going to be easy peel bread. Okay, easy peel bread. It's flourless sprouted grain bread. Okay, this is very easily digestible. It won't bloat you. You know, it's all natural, no preservatives. They have these in the frozen sections. You know, usually in the mostly like the Live Natural sections. Sometimes they have them not frozen as well. They also have English muffins, so it's the same thing. It's just in like an English muffin form. They have something like this as well. I like the slices, so it's just easier for me to get down. They also have raisin, cinnamon raisin, easy peel bread. They have low sodium, so you know there's a few choices of this. I just go with the plain ones. You know, after a while, I'm trying to get the food down. So I like this. This is the one I go with. So another great carbohydrate source. So make sure you check that out as well. Easy bread, vegetables. I think we're good on. Trying to think what else I needed. I got my chicken. I have more rice at home.
So you don't make a list.
No, I did. This is the thing. I have a list on my refrigerator, but before we left the house, I didn't take a picture of it. So this is where I screwed up. Okay, usually I'm pretty organized. We make a list. Me and my wife write down what we need. We have a whiteboard on our. So anytime you need something, we just snap a picture before you leave.
That's so smart.
And then I didn't snap a picture. And then I texted my wife, but she didn't answer. I was like, what else did we need? So usually I have a list. Usually I come in here with a plan of attack, but you guys threw me off today. So my plan of attack was forgotten, okay? So I have to improvise as we go. Okay. All right. So another staple in my diet is actually whole eggs. I like to go with the cage-free. I like to go with the organic cage-free eggs. These are the ones I usually go with. The price is not that bad for them, but the color and the flavor of the egg, you could totally taste the difference between that and just like your regular, you know, extra large grade AA eggs. So I recommend going with these. The chickens that they come from, they're very well taken care of. They're cage-free, grass-fed, no antibiotics, no hormones. So, you know, if those chickens are taken care of that well, the eggs that they produce are a lot higher quality than you would from just, you know, your regular giant farm-fed, you know, chickens. So if you can on your eggs, spend a little bit more money. It's only $1 or $2 extra, but it will make a difference, and you will taste a difference as well. So make sure you pick up quality eggs. I already have these at home, but these are the ones that you go with. Okay. And then another staple that I have is actually, I'm gonna show you guys something really cool.
Okay? Oh God, don't ruin this for me.
So no, this is actually something that not a lot of people know. You know, a big staple in any diet is egg whites. Okay. Well, guess what? I ate so many damn egg whites in my life that I'm tired of them. Okay. So what you can go with as a substitute is egg beaters. Sometimes they're called real egg product. It is literally the exact same macros as egg whites. Okay. The only thing is, the difference of it is the consistency and the way it cooks is a little bit thicker than egg whites. So I actually go with the egg beaters. Okay. So if you're sick and tired of egg whites, make sure you check these out. The consistency is different, the flavor is a little bit different, and it cooks just a little bit different. So these will actually be a little more fluffy, like you would if you just like scrambled up whole eggs. But it's the exact same macros. As you can see, literally the exact same thing. So if you are sick of egg whites, check these out. They are a lifesaver, according to me. Okay, and I know everything, so according to me is the way to go. That pretty much covers like what I have on daily on the diet. You can go down the bread aisle as well, because I usually have, you know, English muffins too, but I already have those at home. I just bought some. So with my English muffins, okay, there's only a specific kind I will eat. Okay, not because I'm gonna have some fancy explanation on why I eat them. It's because they're just the best ones and they taste good. Okay, so usually I go with the Thomas refrigerated English muffins. Okay, they have sourdough and they have regular ones. Okay, either one are awesome. I like to go with the sourdough. Sourdough, people actually don't really know that, but it's actually really good for your digestion. The process that they use to make sourdough will help in your digestion. So having, you know, a piece or two of sourdough bread or a sourdough English muffin is going to help your digestion. Okay, so a lot of people are scared of sourdough. They always go with like whole grain or whole this or whole that. No, sourdough is actually good for you. Just don't eat a whole loaf of bread daily. A slice or two at the right time in your program will actually help you. Okay, so these are the refrigerated. Oh, I messed up. Not Thomas base. Okay, not Thomas English muffin base. English muffins, refrigerated. Okay, these right here. So this is the original. They don't have any of the sourdough ones right now, but if you see the sourdough, go for the sourdough as well. These are awesome. Just make sure you keep them refrigerated. Okay, toast them. You can put some 0-calorie spray butter on it. It's delicious. Okay, as long as it fits into your program. So make sure the programming makes sense. Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I usually would grab some diet soda, but we grabbed some yesterday. The wife did, so she saved me some work. As far as diet soda, okay, there's a lot of people that say drink it, some people say don't drink it. My opinion is if you need it, if you need to have one, drink it, okay? Just don't drink 10 a day, okay? Obviously, if it's sweet or if it tastes good, there's a reason why it's sweet or it tastes good. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, artificial sugars or real sugar. It doesn't matter. Artificial sweeteners are way more potent than real sugar is. So you're actually sometimes better off having the real sugar than having artificial sweeteners or diet sodas. Depends what you look at it, or calorie content or the ingredient content of what you're putting into your body. What a lot of people don't know is actually Coke was the first one to come up with this. Is if it's under a certain amount, you don't have to put it on the label. The FDA doesn't require you to put it on your label. So what they'll do, they'll use 4 or 5 different artificial sweeteners under the required amount, so you don't have to put it on the label. So in reality, you know, like I mentioned, artificial sweeteners are a lot more potent than regular sugar, but then they had 4 different ones, but it's not on the label. So in reality, you know, you're having tons and tons of artificial sweeteners that they don't have to put on the label. So just make sure you know what you're putting into your body, that's all. But if you're making progress and you're drinking diet soda, go for it. I drink diet soda. I like it. I like the bubbles. I like the flavor, especially when you're dieting for a really long time. You know, unless you're, you know, a week out from a show, sure, go and have a diet soda if you need it here and there. If you want to have 1 or 2 daily while you're in your off season, go for it. As long as it doesn't upset your stomach and you're still making progress according to your goals, you're all good. Remember, what works for you won't work for everybody else. Or what works for everybody else won't work for you. Everybody's just a little bit different. So if you want a diet soda, go for it.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
All right, it's not bad outside. Okay?
No, it really isn't.
It's not. Oh, it's drizzling too. It's kind of nice. See, you guys got the anomaly of clouds in Arizona. We don't get this a lot, so you know, usually people get upset. It's like, oh, it's a cloudy day. No, in Arizona we're like, fuck yeah, it's a cloudy day, guys. You don't gotta get sunburned today.
Maybe over there. Oh wait, no, that's you. Wait, there.
No, my turkey. Oh,
that's yeah.
I was looking at that one.
Yeah, remember your back right wheel isn't there anymore.
I was looking at that one. You know, he knows what my car looks like better than anybody else. Look at him.
We'll just blur out that wheel looking like that.
No, throw it in there. I don't care. Like, hey, this is real life. This is real life. Just getting the flat tire after filming. But look, hold on, let me see if I can see.
Oh, the gigantic.
Oh, right here. Check, it's right here. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Look at this thing.
What the hell?
Look at. I don't even know what that is, dude. That went straight through.
What?
That's good stuff.
Wow, that is. You're a lucky person.
Yeah, and it's right on the edge, so you can't even patch that.
Damn.
So new tires it is. Yeah. And here's a tip 101. Okay, if you have a pickup truck and you have eggs, don't put them on the seat right here. They'll fall. You know. Did
you learn that lesson the hard way?
I did. I learned that lesson very hard way. I had eggs or chicken or anything before, just break and it just they'll all fly down that way. But in Arizona it's so hot we can't use the back for any of the food, so just put it down on the ground. One last thing, okay? Don't be that guy that doesn't put their cart back, okay? Put the cart back. Think about it this way. If you don't put your car back, who's gonna put it back for you? Just a little thought, okay? Put your damn cart back.
See, actually what Isaac did was, he parks far, but then as humanly close as possible to the rack.
See, that's the real champ move, right? People will sometimes literally wait for that first parking spot, and then they have like fucking 300 yards away from the cart rack. You know who those people are? Those people are the ones that don't fucking put their cart back. Put your cart back, people. Think about it. They hire people to do something you should have done yourself. Just put your carts back.